My Promaster conversion part 21, how I built the sliding table and the cabinets for my refrigerator. Just a quick overview. Here's the top. Just slides out like this and you can sit right there, plenty of knee space, and that's my seat slash toilet slash shower. I'll show you a video on that in the future, how I built that. As far as this goes, just like my countertops, the tabletop, there's 5 coats of varnish on the top, and it's bound with, even though I said on my previous, when I was talking about the kitchen countertop, I said a 1/4 inch steel band. It's not, it's 1/8 inch steel band. Just band this, varnish it first, put the band on, and then caulk underneath, but where the wood meets the band, so when you do, if you want to get a nice varnish finish all the way up to the edge, the varnish doesn't leak down into there. And if you ever spill water or anything, it won't leak through, and you get a nice seal going all the way around with your varnish. So as far as just a quick overview, this is my sliding table. Unlike other things, this will need latches so it doesn't slide out when you're driving down the road. The big drawer here, 19 inches high, 22 inches wide. This is for my fridge, and I built this wider than the fridge I ordered, which is the Domitic. I think it's CFX28, one of the smaller ones. But I built this and just in case you wanted to supersize or get a bigger one, or if you even want to supersize, you could even cut this back here and fit in a supersized fridge, because there's no backing on the back. That's my water tank you're looking at. The only thing here is, obviously these are soft close sliders. That's I would recommend going with a heavier duty, even though I didn't, because Home Depot didn't have the heavier duty ones. The max limit on the weight on these is 50. If you look in the back though, I shim these both below and above, so when it's all the way out, cantilevered out, and the weight is pressing down, these shims will give extra support on the sliders, which I have on both sides, so you don't tweak the sliders or anything like that. And these are obviously soft close drawers, and then I had room on the bottom. Like I said, the rig is built modularly. The black trim there is square tubing, and of course you got the bottom drawer for your pots, pans, butane stove, anything like that. Once again, soft close. Only thing is, with these types of drawers, you obviously need latches to make sure they don't pop out when you're driving down the road, and you definitely want to put some type of latches. Unlike I was talking about my kitchen countertops, I didn't need them because I got a slider that holds my counter, that holds all my drawers in. So that's the overview. Once again, I built this steel frame, is pretty much everything modular, so if I ever had to modify it, take it out or anything like that, I could do that. Once again, the weight on the drawer, the fridge is about 30 pounds, the drawer itself is probably 10, so I'm right at that max weight. So you want to be aware of that, or go with the heavier type sliders for your drawers. How this slides out, this doesn't have your typical sliders. If you look under here, let's see if I can show it to you. There's 2 rails right there and there. Those are 1-inch steel tube, which are bolted on the ends here, and as you pull, it slides in 1 1/4 inch tubes. So the 1 inch slides into 1/4 inch tubes, and I'll show you that when I show you the back of the van for my sliders. I didn't want it sliding really easily. There's a little bit of resistance there, which is fine. But I'll show you the back and show you how I built that, basically give you an idea if you want to do something like that. If you just to dovetail into this conversation, you obviously have my couch. If you look at the previous video, this is a bed slash inner couch slash outer couch, so it raises both ways. You can open it up from the back and have a couch on the inside where you're entertaining if you like, or you can pull the inside up and look out the back door like you're looking at the ocean, the mountains, whatever. And I'll show you that. It also acts as a kitchen, so it's not very heavy. You just raise the couch up, and there you got a little countertop for your kitchen, and you can see the supports on both sides. They're hinged. They just raise up, and they go right, and you see that little mark on the couch is where they're raised up. And you have a little table, and you have obviously storage space that you can get to, even though there's other ways to access it. That little cubby right there is for the trash can. So that's how I built that. Once again, the square tubing just to cover. The sliders on the table are actually 1 inch, and it's 0.065, which is the standard thin stuff, thin type of steel stock you'd get at a Home Depot or a Lowe's. And it's all standard tube slides in to a 1/4 inch above it. So you've got the slider, which is 1 inch square tube, 0.065 thickness, that slides into 1 1/4 inch square tube, which is 0.065. If you went to a steel yard, you could actually slide your inch tube, and when I say thickness, it's standard inch is 1 inch, and the inner gets thicker, not the outer. So you can step up to 0.095, which is a thicker tube, but you wouldn't want to do that necessarily with what you're sliding into, even though 1 inch square tube would slide into the thicker square tube. But it depends on the resistance you want and the kind of configuration, how straight you can get it, because obviously you don't want it too tight, because then it's going to be hard to pull out and set up what you need to do if you wanted to rig up a slider such as that. The reason I did it is because the table is really sturdy. If you pull this out, you could actually even set on the end of this, and it doesn't wobble or anything like that. And sliders sometimes are really expensive if you want to do it that way. Now I'm going to go around to the back. I'm going to show you. I showed you how the couch pulls up on from the inside. Now as you go around, I'll show you the back of it. Here's the back of the couch. Like I said, if you want to look at my previous videos, this just raises up like this, and you have your two supports, and they just hinge up into the rails up here and support your couch, and it comes up pretty far, and now you can have a couch on the inside of your rig. As you can see, here's the table here. Here's the 1 1/4 tubes I was talking about, and if you look inside this tube, you can see the 1 inch, and they slide. Advantage to this too is if you have the inner up and you have a couch looking out the back of your van here, you can actually get 3/4 inch square tube, slide it in here, and you can have a table sitting out here, or obviously if you raise this up, there's a table there if you need to work on your rig. As you can see, modularly built. I haven't done a video on my cabinets in the back. Obviously you're looking at the compressor, the water tank. I'm finishing up propane. I'll do videos on that later if you're interested. But that's pretty much the table. You can see how the sliders come out. They come out pretty far from the base of the cabinet back there, and they just sleeve right in here. 2 of them, gives you nice support. It's a very nice slide. Very inexpensive way if it works for you. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up. Follow me on my Promaster van conversion. I've already went on 1 trip, and I'm just about ready to take on another trip going across the US, and maybe some people that want to see me can stop by. I'm going to be traveling for several months on the road and thinking about selling this rig, so if anybody's interested, give me a shout out, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.